This is going to contain spoilers for all of Loki. Duh. If you clicked on this video, you knew what you're getting into. Loki episode 6 review. I got really pissed off at this, but we'll kind of go into that more towards the end of the review. But just going into this episode, I thought, how could they answer all the questions of this show? What made me very angry about this show is that so much of it felt like we were being misdirected because it's a TV show. And if the whole point of the show is that you're going to misdirect me, why couldn't you just make this a 2.5-hour movie and then answer all the questions satisfyingly instead of making this a 6-hour, kind of movie TV show type thing? Why do you need to do that, right? We'll go into why my perspective changed a little bit and I got pissed off for a different reason. But basically, this episode, they meet the real timekeeper, and he goes into how the fact that, hey, evil's coming, blah, 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 and then they just fight him and kill him. That's literally this episode. That's all that happens here. That is this episode. Here's what pissed me off. This episode ends on that cliffhanger of that. Now, why would this end on a cliffhanger? Because here's the thing. WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier were both 2 shows that came out from Marvel. They were advertised as shows, meaning not just one season, they are continuous, you will get more. Not a limited series, an actual show. But they're not getting more seasons. We know that. WandaVision's finale was the series finale. And so it bugged me back when those shows came out. Why are we advertising this as a series? These are not series. These are limited series. There is a big difference. A limited series wraps up the story, doesn't continue it. Now this is why it pissed me off here, is because this show ends on a cliffhanger, and now I don't know if I'm getting more. Except now I do know, because I had to look it up. And yeah, I'm sure people are going, why are you complaining? You looked it up, you found the information, it's not that big of a deal. It is, because you are lying to a paying customer who is paying you for the streaming service to watch your show, and you are not giving me the clarification I need to continuously watch your show. I do need to know if this is a series or limited series. There is a huge difference, and it made me very angry when I got to the end of the show, not just because it ended on a cliffhanger, but now I don't know if I'm getting another season. And and it's okay. I'm okay with the show ending on a cliffhanger. Lots of seasons do it. Not that big of a deal. Just really pissed me off the way they went about it. But we are getting a season 2 of Loki, which I didn't expect. Because again, they've been lying to us all this time and saying, no. These are series. These are series. And then they haven't been series up until now. But this is an actual show. It's just very irritating. Why would you do it like this? Why would you sell the audience like this? The first few episodes of the show just felt like a misdirect just to be a TV show. I don't know. But yeah, overall, I didn't really like this show very much because it felt like this whole season was to get to a misdirect. A misdirect that is supposed to set up something. And it's like, okay, but we're not there yet still. And it felt like by the end of the season we were gonna get there, but we didn't get there. And so it feels like after season 1 I still need to see the rest of the show. Which I kind of felt like that with WandaVision, except I was enjoying the mystery. But Loki, I'm not enjoying the mystery because there isn't any heart or like, oh, this is a character dealing with grief or something like that. There isn't real like emotion to what's going on with these characters trying to figure it out. Like, they're just trying to figure it out because they would feel better if they did. But it's like, why? I don't know. But we'll see. I'm not excited for the rest of the show, but I will watch it. Of course. But one thing I am very glad about is that we are getting a break from the show now, because I have had enough of Marvel shows, honestly. I mean, we have just gotten non-stop Marvel content, and people love it. I don't. I just don't. I think there's too much Marvel content, and it leads to a lot of the Marvel content being put out not being very good, because they have so much to put out, and so they're rushing everything out, because we gotta have 3 Marvel movies a year. We gotta have this many shows a year, It just doesn't feel right, and I think that's a big issue. But yeah, I wasn't impressed here. I was not impressed with this show. But if the next season can answer all the questions and be an interesting show, okay, fine. Until then, I don't know whether I'm a fan of this show, because the show doesn't even make it clear what the point of this show is. That's just my thing. So that's what I thought about Loki.